All right, he'll figure it out. Good evening, everybody. Jason Schultz here, Greg Elstein. I got Greg's face underneath the UW Health logo. I guess maybe I can move that or get him in there a little bit. So excited to have everybody on tonight. We're live on Facebook, and I got Lori Schultz with me from the American Family Children's Hospital. Brandy Zick, she is the Sauk County Fairest of the Fair. Greg Elstein up there in the top right, he's the president of the Badger State Tractor Pullers. The beautiful John Stranley in the lower left corner. I feel like this is Hollywood Squares, right, Lori?
Exactly.
John Stranley, announcer of the Badger State Tractor Pullers, Tri-County Mini Rods. Just everybody knows the Strand Man. And the beautiful Scott Zerzo. It's his birthday today. Not only is he a real estate agent, and I should always suck up the real estate agents, he's also the Sauk County Fair president. So tonight, guys, we're talking about the American Family Children's Hospital poll. We have a new location, and it's an exciting time to announce that. So, Greg, I think that's when I turn it over to you.
All right. Well, last few years, we've been thinking about moving to a different location. We've kind of outgrown the Sauk County Fair or Sauk Prairie Tractor Pull site here. We could only run half our show, but if we're moving it to Baraboo, we're going to run 2 tracks there, and I think it'll be a step up for us.
Scott, as the Sauk County Fair president, and obviously, you've had a lot of truck and tractor pulls. What does an event like the American Family Children's Hospital poll, which we know raises so much money for a great cause, and I've never seen the stands not just completely full. What is that like, bringing an event like that to your fairgrounds?
It's pretty exciting for everybody, including the whole fair board. The community has supported us very well in the past and in all our events. Sauk City has supported that event down there very well. Hopefully they'll continue. We've just got a lot to offer up there. We've got beautiful grandstands, a lot of seating. We got a big area for the truck and tractor pullers to park. We allow them to, if they want to spend the night, they're more than welcome to spend the night. Like Greg said, we're going to run 2 tracks there. The show will keep moving. That's what people want to see is a lot of action. They don't want to have to sit and wait for action or anything like that. So I think it's going to be a great event, and it's going to be a very well-attended event. We've got a lot of people talking about it already. So
cool. Brandy, as the fairest of the fair, how excited do you get when you get to have a big event like this at your fairgrounds?
I get pretty excited. I think it's a true honor that Greg has decided to move it up to the Sauk County Fair. It's also just a great time to interact with the fellow community members and really show my love for the agriculture that we have around here. This event somewhat does hold a special place to my heart too, as 20 years ago, I got to spend some time there battling cancer myself.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. Nobody told me about that one, Greg. So, yeah, that's awesome, Brandy. John, you've been around pulling, since as long as you can remember, and you announced a lot of truck and tractor pulls. What are some of your memories from, before we talk about the mini rods, John, just what's American Family Children's Hospital mean to you? And, the fact it's moving to a bigger fairgrounds like this, honestly, to probably double the capacity. I don't know, Greg, for seating wise. I would think it's going to really help us a lot more.
Probably 30% more. Hopefully we fill it up. I think it'll be great. We kind of figured 22 to 2,400 there, right, Scott?
Yeah. Yep.
And a little seating in the pit side. Hopefully we get it all full.
Yep. John, what's this poll mean to you, bud? Or tell me some stories over the years.
I think there's times that Lori's came and had some children there. And I remember a little redheaded boy that went to the children's hospital, and he had great success in the treatment he had there with the doctors and the staff. And he was a true miracle out and about walking around. And that night that he was there, boy, I don't think there's a dry eye in the house. It tugged at your heartstrings. And it's just good to see that an event and something that we all, have passion for is pullers, with Badger State Tractor Pullers and drivers and announcers, everybody there. You get to see something that a great show that night and money raised for a great organization. And I've had my son at the UW American Children's Hospital as well. And it's such a great place. It's just awesome. And it's awesome to walk in the lobby and see on the donors, one of them that's there, Badger State Tractor Pullers, is on the wall there. So it's an awesome event. And we hope, we can pack the house. And the more the merrier. Have a good time. Good night. Always a good pulling track there at Sauk. That's Sauk Prairie Fairgrounds, or Sauk County Fairgrounds, excuse me. That in Baraboo is one of the best.
And then Lori here, basically, the one thing that the pullers do that I want everybody to know is that they pull for free, and they donate all the money back to that. And Lori, we love having you up there, and you do such a good job promoting this event. We don't like it when you come to the banquet because you always make us cry. But at the end of the day, you're an amazing person. What you do for the Children's Hospital. What has this event done for American Family Children's Hospital over the years?
Well, Jason, first of all, I just have to thank all of you and all the pullers, because this truly is an amazing event, and it's one of my biggest events. And so thanks to everyone who participates, and it is a good time. I have to say that it's a really good time. But in all seriousness, the money that you guys raise for us really helps every aspect of our hospital. We help with child life from this money. We do meals for families. We help with some of their bills if they need that. We have an assistance program. It touches every single part, every single unit. So, sometimes we get going on the cancer stories because we know those pull at the heartstrings a lot, but we have a lot of different areas. And one of the patients that we did have at the pull they were a farm family. They are a farm family, and it was a farm accident that he had. And his story, I mean, as John said, he's a walking miracle, which he really, really is. And for example, he had about 9 different doctors working on him at the same time to save his life when he came into our hospital. And so the support that we get from the Badger State Tractor Pullers and from this charity pull really helped with distractions for him, for his family, for his siblings who would come to visit. It helped with the meals while they were there. It helped with transportation, because we can give gas cards to help, because they were coming back and forth daily for some treatments once he was discharged from the hospital. So there's, I'm trying to think, we've just got such a wide variety of things going on. And John mentioned our lobby, and I know, Jason, you've been in our lobby. Greg, I think you've been there too. It's a pretty amazing place when you walk into our children's hospital. Unfortunately, right now with COVID, it's kind of a problem. So when you walk in now, we don't allow visitors other than 2 family members per patient. The lobby is really shut down and dark. And so it's kind of a sad place right now. And so with you guys having your charity pull this year, that's really a bright spot in what we have going on. And so we're looking forward to having this event so that we can bring some things to the kids on your behalf. And, you guys have done t-shirts for us that we've used at our radiothon, which has been absolutely amazing. And, we still have families who will walk through the lobby when we were able to be there and have their t-shirts on when they were coming for a clinic visit. And so, then we would laugh and talk about the pull and what that really means. For the people who come out to just hang out with us at the pull, we have a lot of fun. We've had paddles there for raising money and get the crowd engaged. And so, if anybody hasn't been and they're thinking, well, I don't know, do I really want to go? You are going to be an active participant in this poll, whether you want to be or not. And so I think that's important to remember too, that, if it's your first time, one, you're going to be amazed by the tractors and the trucks that are there, but also you're going to really enjoy that you get to actually be a part of the event and what's happening. And I know that was a really long-winded answer to your question, Jason, so I'm sorry.
Oh, I expected nothing but that from you, Lori. It's all good. So. Because when somebody talks more than me, I love it.
That's what we're here for.
It's exactly what we're here for. Guys, John, what are some of your first memory of the Children's Hospital poll? Can you think back? Or Scott, when you were running the sled, do you guys have any early memories of the Children's Hospital poll at all in Sauk?
Other than it's a very well attended event. It's exciting to see all the pollers do their best, and they're all there for the children in the Children's Hospital. I think it's just an all around great event. And again, anybody that's doing it for the first time or coming to see it at the first time, it's more. There's more about it than just watching tractors go up and down the track. So
Yep.
I hope that people, when we start getting this advertised and stuff like that, hopefully we can get that word across that it's more than a tractor pull. So
That's right. That's why we came up with the paddle thing Lori was talking about. It keeps the crowd into it. You buy a paddle for a tractor in a class, and if your paddle wins, you get 50% of whatever was spent there. I bet you 95% of them people give the money back to the Children's Hospital when they win it. It's pretty neat.
Greg, what year did Badger State, how long have we been doing this? I know there's been it's been different. Lori, what was it originally? And then we switched to American Family Children's Hospital. What's the history?
You were doing St. Jude's.
Okay.
And then you were you split it one year with St. Jude's and our hospital. And then now we're very thankful and appreciative that it's all coming to us.
Well, we switched because it seemed like more of the local people, St. Jude's is a great organization. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But most of our fans and our competitors and stuff were dealing with the Children's Hospital in Madison. So originally we thought the guys from Illinois wouldn't be about it, but they said most of them guys said they bring their kids up here too. So
Unfortunately, we have a facility like that, and everybody. I have my son's been there too. He spent a week there, so it's affected all of us in one way or the other. And it's great to give something back to something like that. John, speaking from a mini rod aspect, will this be the first time the mini rods have been featured at the Children's Hospital pool?
Yes. Yep. It'll be the first time. I think we were there. Maybe we're scheduled to be there a few years back, but I think we rained out on that one. But and then I think we had some conflicts of some scheduling and stuff. But when Greg and Kelly called about it, we recently had our first poll scheduled for the year fall off, so this fell right into our wheelhouse. And I called all the guys in our open class and also our president Bob Hole and talked to him right away, and called everybody, and they're all, let's go, let's go have some fun. So we're all amped up. We're ready to get the fire suit on and strap on the brain bucket and make a little noise.
Yep. I think this has potential to be a very, very, very large event just because of what's happened the last year. I know I can't wait to get out and have a little bit of fun and see my pulling family. And I think everybody's like that. Brandy, as you sit there and look at events, when did you start your Fairest of the Fair journey?
I started my Fairest of the Fair journey back in April of 2019. And I got a lot of fun events. One of the events being this event in 2019. I was going to say 2020. Everything got canceled. And so this will potentially be my last big hurrah for an event. I'm extremely excited to get to participate in this again and just watch everybody pull and see the smiles light up as we get every night again.
No, that's 100% accurate. So Robert Spencer just commented he was going to come on with us tonight. And Greg, he runs. Can you tell us about Robert?
The Bluffs, Bearboot Bluffs UTV Club is usually when it was in stock here. We had the Wrestling Association help with the food stand. This year we got in touch with the UTV Club because with COVID, we didn't feel like we should have kids there doing it. So they're going to help with the parking and serving the food. And the Bearboot Fair Board is they're going to take care of the beer for us and everything. We've got great help this year, more than we've ever had, I think. So, and I mean, Scott's been great. Everything we've asked of him, we got it covered. We've got it covered, he says. So that takes, we've been doing this 20 years, Kelly and I have, and it's been a lot of work here. And I think it's going to be a great partnership with the Sauk County Fair Board.
I was excited. I was excited as well, just because I know those big grandstands, Scott, and I've seen them full before at the fair. Now, this is a standalone event, right? This is not during your normal fair, right, Scotty?
Correct.
Okay. And then June 12th, Saturday, June 12th.
Yep.
So
I think it's 6 o'clock the start time we've talked about. So we'll see what happens there. I was talking to when John, I just had one thing I wanted to say when John was talking about, tears in the eyes of people. Lori and I stand in front of the group at the banquet in the fall and in December and have the big check, do the big check thing. And you see these 300-pound burly guys out in the dang thing with tears in her eyes, ball. And after she shows her video, I can't watch it because if I watch it, I cannot talk after that. I'm done.
And that's weird for you. For you not to be able to talk. Yes, that's odd. It is.
So you watch out there, you see these guys with tears in their eyes and their heads down, and they're just, it kills me both ways. So I gotta, it's tough. It's a tough thing to do, but it's well worth it.
Jeff Helt, one of our local pullers, is looking forward to the pull. I mean, it really rallies the locals, and I always like the time of the year with it. It's usually like John's, commented earlier. It's one of the earlier pulls of the year, Greg.
Yep.
And everybody gets excited about it, and it's one of the ones you just kind of circle on there because everybody brings it.
Right, they do. And Gary Brinkmeyer about 10 years ago, I remember beginning of the year, he broke his tractor, and it was a bad break. And I said to Gary, I'm sorry you're here doing this for no pay. And he told me, he said, Greg, if I was going to break it anywhere, I want to make sure I was here. So he told me that. I've always remembered that and thought about that. So that shows how much it means to all our competitors too.
Well, Brandy, I hope we can have a heck of a going away party for you at the fairgrounds as Ferris does a fair, because honestly, you probably haven't been able to do as much as a normal year, right?
No, I've done a few things here and there, so I'm pretty excited, and I have no doubt that these guys will make this one heck of going away party.
Yeah. And you did get 2 years out of it though because of no fair last year, right?
Yeah, so you guys are stuck with me yet again, but I mean.
If anybody's watching, they have any questions, comments for Lori, Scott, Brandy, John, or Greg, please type them into the comments, or even just some memories they have of the Children's Hospital poll, different things like that. Lori, over the years, what are some of I know you're a gigantic truck and tractor pulling fan.
I am.
She is.
I know she is. Now she is. We made her be one.
Yep.
What are some of your memories like on the track? Like, what's the first time that you saw these big monsters come roaring down the track? Oh, Lori's got the face going on there. So.
She did bring some doctors one time to an event. Or I don't know
There
if
she
Lori
is.
did or somebody. Did you bring some of the doctors or some of the people that work at the hospital one time, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing?
I think that was before my time. I'm going to turn my camera off for just a second and move locations.
Okay.
Okay.
But I can still talk, of course.
Of course. Scotty, I remember I found Kohlberg's video when he burst into flames in the Super Farm. I happened to be on the announcer stand that night doing the video, and I don't remember who was announcing, but I was doing the video, and so I found that video the other night. There's been a lot of good. Stranley was okay, cool.
I think I've been to every one of those events. I don't think I missed one.
We were losing that fire. The track help was losing that fire until that young girl from the fire department jumped out and just said, "This is how you do it, boys." And
well, that's what everybody commented on the video on YouTube.
Yep, she did get in trouble for that because she didn't put her gear all on, right? I guess, but whatever. She got it done.
Tell it to the judge.
Right.
Tell it to the judge.
Right.
I don't know. I thought that was the most exciting event I'd ever been to when that happened.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
But back to the question of what did I think that first time? I've actually been a fan because I am friends with one of your pullers, and so we would frequent Utica, of course, every year. And for me, the amazement really was the number of people in the stand. That really got me overwhelmed. And that first one that I was at, when I talked to the pullers before they went to their tractors in the pits, and just seeing their emotion and that being so appreciative of me being there. and really it wasn't me that they needed to be thanking, I was thanking them. And so I think it's just, the huge hearts that are there and the people from the community that really come out and support it. They're supporting you guys as pullers, but they're supporting our hospital, which means a lot to me too. And now that I've done it a few years and selling the paddles, it's been kind of fun because then I get to see some repeat people and have gotten some banter going too in the stands. So that's been fun.
Right. It's neat that you get the same people back that either bid on the Calcutta auction, or they sometimes you can't get 2 feet with the paddles. People just take them, right?
Right. As soon as we open that gate, they're gone.
Yep. So it's a pretty neat thing.
We've made multiple paddles at the announcer stand a couple times because they sold out right
Yeah.
away. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, John,
It's usually whatever class Greg isn't in.
right. That helps.
That's true. They do ask us who's pulling.
They
so,
only need to sell
there's
one
that.
paddle if I'm in the class.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greg, we actually pull yours out. So,
Here we go. Get your boots on, kiddos. Get your boots on.
Oh, we got the truth serum going out tonight.
Right.
I think what you guys should do is section off the grandstands and sell paddles in about 4 different sections.
You could do that too.
And that way, that section's going to have a winner. This section will have a winner. That section will have a winner. That section will have a winner. I think that'll help keep everybody involved and not the same people are doing it all the time.
Well, that's a great idea.
Lori,
Yeah,
Think about that. I mean, it'd be easy for us because you could do the upper grandstands, do below the grandstands, and you could do the far end.
Right.
It's a little more work. I get that, but at least then you have more people with a chance. And, you do 50 paddles at each station, look how much more money there is. So
Right. We're getting more help from Baraboo, I think, to do some of this stuff. I've been approached by a few other people that want to get involved with it. So I think that easily could be done.
And then from a sponsorship standpoint, if anybody's watching this video and they want to get involved, it doesn't have to be money.
Nope.
We all like money. I mean, that's what makes the world go round, unfortunately. But time, talent, and treasure. I'm trying to start to talk like my priest, aren't I, right now? Time, talent, and treasure, Jason. But if you have some time, talent is obviously, some volunteerism. What are some things, Scott, like that somebody could volunteer for or be helpful for this event that maybe think outside the box a little bit? Besides just a flagger, well, you don't get a flag at Badger State Pull without the proper training.
just
unhooking. What are some things? Parking people. What can we do, Scotty?
Well, Badger State's always really good at bringing their own people because they like to train them the way they want things to be done. But there's all kinds of things that I think we could have people do, whether it's help parking. I guess the biggest thing is it would be really nice to have a group of people that we know we could count on to help clean up. I mean, that's a big chore at an end of one of these events. And, it's just a huge, huge deal. But it always seems like there's something, whether we need somebody to stand at a gate or, just help direct people. That's a big thing. If somebody's up in the grandstands and they want to come down and get a burger, well, what's the easiest way to come down and get it? Just have somebody there just to kind of direct people. That's a huge, huge thing. So in these events,
I guess
the more people you have that people can ask a question and say, okay, I need to use the restroom, or how do I, what's the easiest way to go where? So.
Yeah, so if there's any scout groups or church groups, or I guess anybody looking for some service hours or volunteer hours, things like that, Scott, do you want them just to have message you on the Fair Board page or get a hold of Brandy?
Yeah, they can just message me or send us just an email. And it's, we're always looking for volunteer help, even with the fair. So whether it's this event or the fair, we'll find something for anybody to do, but them are kind of a couple things that the struggle is real when it comes to cleaning up. Let me tell you.
It is. That's when the help gets the thinnest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually like 6 or 7 people.
Right, and what we've done before is bring leaf blowers because there's so many cans under the stands to blow them out, you know. But it's tough. I mean, whatever it takes to get it done, you know.
Who are some of the local pullers like that are involved, like maybe with the track building? Is it going to be Luther Farms again, or are we going to trust him?
Right.
Yeah. We can make fun of Randy. He's not on Facebook.
Right.
Okay.
He probably is not watching this on his flip-flop phone.
Yeah, his flip phone. Randy Baru.
Yep.
I would give his phone number out tonight, but every time he calls me, it says
no
calling
ID.
from prison or no ID, something like that. But it's fun to do this to Randy because about 2 days later you get a call. Were you talking crap about me?
What are you talking about?
You're talking on Facebook again. So.
No, but he's not watching on the flip-flop phone. I know that, so we can talk about.
They get
it,
good signal though. Those
right,
flip-flop phones.
They do. That's what he says. But anyways,
that's for the world
I
famous.
would never, as long as I know he's not watching, I'll always say he does build a good track out there. You know, that just don't anybody tell him I said that.
Yeah.
But he's offered for a couple of years to do it. So, and I'm sure he's going to need help too. So if anybody's interested in helping with that, go ahead and go for it.
Yep, I agree.
Stanley,
what were you saying? Greg was talking too much. So
that's where the world famous Randy Baru from Baraboo saying started. Was at that poll.
Yes,
right?
It was.
There's a couple gentlemen that had their filled adult beverages, and they were heckling me as I was announcing, and I bet them that they couldn't say Randy Baru from Baraboo 10 times as fast as they could, and boy, did the crowd laugh at that. It just so happens Randy was in the seat; he couldn't hear what was going on.
Right. It's the best time to talk about him.
Yeah.
John, I'm going to practice that.
Right.
I'm going to practice that.
We'll have to get a prize for that.
Read that.
The cans and keep them.
Read it out.
Nice.
Just got Marion Weilman here sent us a message. There may be a youth group that would pick up the cans and keep them to help support their group. That's a great idea.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. I'll have to actually remind everybody what we're going to try and do is keep the tabs, because for the Ronald McDonald House, Lori, we're going to have a prize at the banquet for the team that has the most tabs from your cans. I haven't.
Well, that's
with my
not
wife
fair. There's
what
a
I'm gonna
couple
do.
of them that are outstanding.
Right. So, right. So you keep them cans in your shop, boys, and whoever has the most is going to get a pretty good prize at the banquet. So, tell us about the tabs, though, so why we're keeping them, Lori, so everybody knows. I really don't know myself.
Yeah. So, geez. You know how back in the day when everybody would save their aluminum cans and take those in for cash, what Ronald McDonald House does is we keep the tabs and they take those in for the cash, because it ends up being the same as if you have the whole can, but then you don't have to worry about the crushing them and the mess of the cans. And then that money from all tabs that are collected that we take in there, that really goes to support the house, which is where parents and siblings can stay during a hospitalization at American Family Children's Hospital. We also do bag lunches from Ronald McDonald House for the families who are at the hospital. I don't think we've been able to do that since COVID. And so that's one of our projects that we're hoping to get up and running again. So they're going to need some help with that. It helps to supply the food for the families who are there, because they do sit down and have a dinner together. And then it's blankets and bedding and just, all those little things, toothbrush and toothpaste, things that you don't think of. But a lot of times the patients are brought in through the emergency department and they're right away admitted into the hospital. So parents don't come usually with an overnight bag, because they're expecting we're going to go to the emergency room, they're going to fix it, and we'll go home. And that just isn't always the case. So Ronald McDonald House helps with that too, if the families are staying there. If they're not staying there and they're staying at our hospital, because that's also what most of our parents do, is stay right at the hospital with their kids. That's what your money goes to help support. And then we have supplies. We have shampoo, conditioner, lotion, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, almost anything that you would need in an overnight bag we have for you.
Awesome. So if Marianne thank you for volunteering some kids. I guess get in touch maybe with either Scott at the fair or, message the Badger State page, and I'll connect you with Scotty there, and we'll get that squared away for you. So that's good to know there. Greg, what are the polling classes this year? Do you have those memorized yet?
Oh yeah, all of them. Yep,
And
and
the
the mini rods.
And the mini rods. So,
Light limiteds, both diesel truck class, limited pro and pro stock diesel trucks, super farm, light limiteds, hot farm, pro farm, light pros, limited pros, super and pro stocks.
okay,
I think I got them all.
I think so. I mean, you're the president of Badger State. I don't know.
Right.
If we can't trust you, who can we trust? We can't trust Stranley. He's a mini rod guy. Those guys are
We
different.
probably should ask Kelly.
We probably should. Yeah. Right. Kelly leaves this stuff up to us. She stays behind the scenes and does the real work, and then she makes Greg and I do all the yakking.
Right. Right. We've got talk about sponsors.
Yeah, we got great sponsorship for this event.
I'm going to go with the sponsors we've had before. We've got a couple new ones too. Triangle Tool has been a huge sponsor for a long time out of Milwaukee. Middleton Machine, Avid Risk Solutions, Lucas Oil, Scenic Bluffs Equipment, Prairie Performance, Wallersheim Winery, McFarland's Implement, Central Ag Supply, Fair Valley Performance, Wittenbach Meats, Premier Crop Insurance, Smith Custom Farming, pulling tractor models out of Ripon, Wisconsin, and Professional Pest Elimination from Prairie to Sac here. And I do know we have one new one for sure. I just confirmed it with him a couple days ago. Schultz Interstate Ag out of Monroe is coming on as a sponsor.
Awesome.
And I've got a couple feelers out for a couple new ones. So
Cool.
and these are great sponsors, and they're last year they were ready to do it even if we weren't having a poll. So it's been great.
Right. If you're just joining us, we're talking American Family Children's Hospital pool with the Badger State Tractor Pullers as well as the American Family Children's Hospital pool. Scott, the Fair Board president up there, John Stranley representing Badger State announcing, and the Tri-County Mini Rods, Brandy, our fairest up the fair, and there, Lori Schultz down there in the bottom right corner right now. If anybody has, wants to donate time, a talent or treasure like we talked about earlier, please get a hold of us, either the Badger State Facebook page or different things like that. Kevin Moore, what's it take to be a sponsor?
We have levels of $1,000, $2,500, or $5,000, and you can email my wife Kelly at Kelly Elsing. It's on our website, right?
Yeah.
kellyelsing@gmail.com. We have 3 different levels. Anything will be taken, but these are the levels we have a package for.
Well, Kevin will be bringing his tractor. He has the diesel mini rod,
Okay.
and he pulls with the Tri-County pullers as well. And Kevin's a very generous man. He's not very tall. I can pick on him. He's a friend, so don't get mad at me. He's not very tall, but he has good. So Kevin's in for a grand.
I'll give him the information when we're done. I'll guide him to the right place.
Yep. So Kevin's in for a grand. So look at that. We're raising money, and Lori didn't even have to sell a paddle. Woohoo! With a little red hooker.
I'm excited this year because I'm not on crutches and I'm not in a boot.
Well, you still got 2 months yet, so give yourself time. You still got 2
Don't
months.
say that.
Don't jinx
Be
it.
careful. Don't do anything dangerous.
Sure,
I mean, like
Bubba.
walk up and down my steps like I did last time.
Right. Maybe have to put an escalator in or something.
Yep.
But if anybody has any questions for us or suggestions, please let us know. I mean, we're open to anything. So
No, Kevin's a great dude. Him and his wife, Corey, they live down in Quokka, Illinois, and they support Tri-County, and they go everywhere with their their compact diesel tractor, and it's very cool. It's always a crowd favorite,
Yep.
and they got it running really good now, so they're going to try to keep up with the Screaming Chicken, or whatever Stranley calls this tractor,
the choking chicken.
the Choking Chicken? No, what's it
What
called,
was it?
Stranley? Chicken on a chain.
Oh, okay.
Chicken on a chain. That's what they call it. Hey,
There you go.
I drove it once back
Did
in
you?
the day. Yeah.
With the engine running.
Yeah, no, they put me on it and we made motor noises. So
Okay.
I realized that day that big guys like Jason Schultz don't fit in mini rods. So,
I let Stacy drive my tractor one time, and I was supposed to drive his, and this is when he had the one where you sat in the front of it. I didn't fit either, so it was fun.
so yeah, we're gonna find somebody to pick up a can. So I think Mary Ann was giving us an idea.
A
There.
suggestion, yep. But there we go.
Little Red Rooster.
Little rooster. There you go. Yep. So
Ha.
anybody else have anything?
So he's doing this. He's got this cool diesel rat rod that he's gonna pull
Okay.
the little red hooker around with. You wait till you see this thing. He's always up to something. Maybe we'll get him to come up here.
Perfect.
So let's round about, and then we'll wrap it up with Lori because she's our best talker. John, what do you got to say for the final salutations here?
Well, I just like to say thanks for inviting us to come up and pull. Not only that, I always enjoy announcing that pull. It's a great event, and it's one near and dear to the heart. And we're having a lot of fun. I'm going to have some friends up from Arizona, and Kevin has never ever been to a tractor pull yet. So boy, is he in for a rude awakening that night.
Yep. It's not Grandpa's M.
Nope, it's not Grandpa's M. Nope. So it's an awesome event. I always look forward to it every year, and be able to pull that this year will be a lot of fun. So I can't wait.
Yeah.
Brandy?
I just want to say thank you for having me with you guys to talk tonight, and a big thank you to Greg and all the pullers at this wonderful event together to go towards the Children's Hospital. And I look forward to seeing you guys all at the Children's Pull, because it's truly an amazing event, and I think it's something that everybody should experience at least once in their life.
Awesome. Well, thanks for all your help, Brandy. We really appreciate it. So, Zerzo, happy birthday. How old are you today, buddy? 40 or 50?
Yeah, I wish I was 40 or 50.
Seems like that's how many years you've been on the fair board, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been a long time.
Well, those government fair board jobs, he's going to retire on that
Yeah, he
pension.
will,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's making
Yeah.
big money. Big money.
And that's the dry balling.
I'll keep selling real estate. That's the only way I'm going to retire.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, real
So-
quick, Scott, Zolik is asking if the fairgrounds would be able to support a live stream, which means you have internet there?
Yes.
Okay. Zolik, I highly recommend you connect there with Scotty and see what we can do. They have a really nice live stream system now, and that might be another way to raise some money for the Children's Hospital as well for people who can't be there. They're the ones that do all the What's Smoking promotions, Western Series, and your Gordyvilles and stuff like that. And it's HD cameras, really professional stuff. So it'll be another avenue for us.
Okay.
So, Scott, to wrap it up, I just want to say thank you for allowing it to be there. But I guess speak on behalf of the Fair Board.
We're excited. We're ready to do whatever we have to do to make this a successful event. So bring it on.
Cool. Thank you so much. Elsing, I'm going to let Lori go last.
Hey, I want to thank everybody that supported this for all the years, and we hope to keep it going for a long time. And I think we're going in the right direction, partnering with who we are, and I think it's time to move on and make a bigger and better event, right?
Agreed.
Yep.
Lori, if you make us cry, we're gonna end it. So just be careful, okay?
Okay, not going to make you cry tonight, but just be ready. No, I want to thank you guys for having me on this tonight and for your continued support of our young patients and our families. It's so greatly appreciated by everyone, and I especially appreciate it. I've gotten to know all of you guys so well that you're friends and family now, whether you like it or not. And you guys just really, you go above and beyond for us. And every year I'm amazed at what you do and the people that turn out. So I'm really excited that, we're going to be in Baraboo, and it's going to be bigger and better, and we're going to have way more fun. But I do have one question. Is there a hotel nearby?
Many.
Walking distance.
Oh, you just made my night.
Yep.
It's not your 4-star motel, but there is one. It's okay.
I just need a bed and a bathroom. That's all I need.
That's perfect.
The hospital's not far away either.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that.
So,
Or I can always find somebody's trailer to crash in if I have to.
Right.
Oh, well, you guys, honestly, this has been such a tremendous partnership. You guys, I'm not supposed to say this, but I know that not everyone's on here that knows me at other events, and you guys really are my favorite event. I have so much fun coming out, and just that passion that you guys have, not just for pulling, but for helping our kids. So thank you for that. And I know we're going to do great things again this year. So can't wait to see everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, John.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see you guys all Saturday, June 12th at the fairgrounds in Baraboo. All right, Elsing, let's wrap it up, buddy. Exciting. What a good interview.
Yep.
Looking forward to a 2021 season. Let's talk about Badger State a little bit while we're live on the Badger State page. I mean, what are we hearing about events for this year? Different things like that. I mean,
think
There's a lot of, I'm hearing positive things, but then you always hear negative Nancy every now and then.
We've only had 2 for sure cancellations so far, and one of them is trying to make it work yet. Deerfield possibly, but it's getting a little late maybe to do it. But that and the Edgerton, the Father's Day one is canceled.
Okay.
Just Dane County. I don't want to say anymore.
Nope, that's all you have to. Yep. Don't go talk about us on pull off if you say something bad.
Right,
So.
right. But everything else seems to be a go. So
How's the pro stock?
it's still blue.
It's the only blue pro stock out there.
Yes,
so
it is.
It's
Yep.
very, very
Yep,
popular.
yep. We got it back from Lemke's and he tuned it up for me. So
Good. You
Everybody
let a
else-
John Deere guy work on a
I don't
blue one?
know. Yeah.
You trust
I don't
him?
know. No.
No, I wouldn't either.
No, they drink a lot of Busch Light down there. I don't know if they got it done right.
I love it. So I'm going to. And did that, and it was just beyond cool.
Yep.
Beyond cool that we
It
did
was.
that. So.
Yep.
Well, everybody, we're looking forward to an exciting pulling season in the Badger State Tractor Pullers. We want to invite all of you Saturday, June 12th, to the Sauk County Fairgrounds in Baraboo, Wisconsin, for the American Family Children's Hospital pull. All proceeds, everything go to the American Family Children's Hospital, and they truly change people's lives.
And we're going to do the raffle the way it sounds too. So
Okay, good.
We'll have raffle tickets. So I think we're trying to get a normal year in.
Yep.